4, 3, 2, 1.
Live.
What
is up, everybody? TRV number 118. It is Friday. TGIF. Just saying. TG freaking IF.
Thank God it's fingered.
Like, well, you don't want me. I wasn't thinking fingered when I said that. Just saying. Was not thinking fingered. But yeah, it is Friday. So, how you doing? How you doing?
How you I'm all right. How about you?
I'm lucky to be here.
I was about to say, you're looking like don't fuck with me right now. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
No, I just mowed the jungle outside. So, you know, it took me 2 days to do it because it's rained for the past 2 weeks. And the shit, when you stand in it, you couldn't even see your feet. 2 weeks. 2 weeks now. So it took me 2 days. Because if you know me, I can't stand piled up grass in my yard.
Yeah.
So not only do I mow it, but I sweep it.
I
And
was about to say, wouldn't that be almost? Nah, I mean, we all know I'm okay. I'm not going to tell anybody it's not right to be anal or into it. I mean, so I can't judge on that. But I mean, wouldn't it be almost maybe more work or cost effective to get like a bagger or something like that?
not really, because it would fill up so quick, and you would have to stop and empty, stop and empty, stop and empty. So I'll just go over it twice and sweep it.
All right. We have like a little like stripper porn star like strip of grass. So I mean, it's literally like 5 feet by like 15 feet. So it's like they have a crew that comes out to Barbie's job, and they go, hold on, okay, we're done. So yeah, I have no clue. So when I think people are doing all this to their lawn, it's like, why don't you get a bagger? But yeah, it made sense to me. But
See,
the size of your yard,
if
no.
I had one like that, then yeah, probably. But I got an acre, so I'm not going to jump on and off, on and off, on and off.
We have so little grass that like we would starve a goat. Put it that way. We would set it out there and be like, oh, it'll sustain, it'll maintain. 3 days later, goat's dead.
Oh,
Oops.
wow.
Oops.
Wow.
I mean, literally, think of just stripper, porn star stripe. It's just in green. Boom, that's it.
See, 2 weeks ago when I mowed, I had this little strip, and my sister, I see you out there, she'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But when I first moved in here, I used to drive around the house. I'd drive around the house and park where I could just drive out, right? So I did that so much that rock was in that little strip. Well, about hit the side of the house one time, playing in the mud in my Jeep, and said, okay, I might not need to drive around the house no more. So I usually just blow the grass in that middle right there to make the grass grow, right? And I've done very well. It's actually grown back. But 2 weeks ago when I mowed, I did that because it was a little high. And so now right there in that strip, it's like dead. Yeah, I couldn't leave it all up because my whole yard would be dead.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, folks. I know the first 5 minutes we've been talking about grass instead of...
No, you're fine. This is what we're here for. We're just bullshitting. You gotta think about it. We're here to vape, bullshit, and chew bubblegum, and we are all out of bubblegum. So
I did. I drove the same exact spot. You're right. My sister said she ain't lying. There was a whole last path. I don't know how she did it, but it was like she drove the same exact spot every time. I did. So
let's see. So we got why is that not congruent? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, pick. What's that?
As we're saying, we got tonight. We got our couple wrenches. I think the only 2 wrenches I think I have, which is Barbie, the lovely TRV producer. We got Jason. My landing strip is green. Leprechaun Parker. So, you know, he's got the green Southern fro going on down there. What is up, Parker? Neil Pitts, Stu Rep, Vaping with... What's that?
Parker says I have bubblegum.
Oh, I'm not there. I'm over in participants. Then we got Vapor with Jason. Haven't seen him in forever. Well, hadn't seen him in forever. Then he popped up and he's back again. Glad to have you here, man. And then, of course, Vaping, UGA, Little Sis, or the Milkmaid is what we call her. So, I discovered Shy Tots. I'm sorry, Stu. I feel sorry for your wallet, sir.
I just said which one. Which one, Stu?
Which one? She's putting in the cows. Now look at those emojis. It's cow, cow, and then this.
Yep.
Is this signifying this, or just like where are the cows? I don't get it.
Like, what can I say? Yep. That's
No, that's what it, Deviant. Oh, that's right. He did post that on Facebook the other day.
That's what you call her, not we.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I know you're not doing reviews anymore, and actually this was Stu's doing. He had said that actually Deviant was like, I was like one of the only ones that came up on YouTube for when he looked for reviews on it. I didn't know this, but so we've had Sprint for like 10, 12, 15 years, whatever, really long time, and now that whole T-Mobile Sprint thing is taking over or whatever. We had to go in and get new SIMs from T-Mobile, which pisses me off because now when I'm at work, my phone only works half the time, where before it was perfectly fine. Like sometimes it won't even send text when I'm on Wi-Fi. It's so stupid. But the kind of neat thing is it kind of it detached. Like anytime I go and do a Google search and look for like YouTube reviews and stuff, it will always show my stuff first, basically. And I know that's not right. So I went and saw one. I was like, well, I wonder how many people, how that came up for Stu, looking up Deviant or whatever, Shy Tots. Well, I noticed when I Googled it, and since it's new sim and everything, it's like it's a new person. I think I have found the secret of why there for a while, and probably still to this day even for me, is we have a lot of issues getting traction with our videos. When I Googled it from my phone, the thumbnail didn't pop up, not even the full description. It didn't even say Mad Viking reviews or anything. It was in the fine print of the video description on the Google search, and I'm like, oh, no. But if I Google like something new is out, or like, you know, the Vandy Vape Gruss, it will show like, you know, Matt from Suck My Mod and the Vaping Bogan, and it shows their thumbnail and their names and stuff like that. And I'm like, huh, that's how we were kind of getting screwed, I think. Because even when we're one of the only people I have a review up, there's no panache. There's no, haha, check this person out. And I'm like, that's some bullshit, man. That is some straight up bullshit. I got it free, so it won't hurt my wallet. Well, it will once you get addicted, Stu. That's what we're talking about. It will.
Yeah. Speaking of, you want to do a buffet?
Yeah. I know we're both particularly light, and I might get made fun of because I don't have my big honking devices tonight. So hey, but yeah, I'll kick it off with something I've taken to work all week long. Well, the setup I've taken since Father's Day, but the juice I just started this week on, and it's of course the Gar 21, which is, luckily this is all a Father's Day gift from the lovely Barbie, because this is not indestructible. The first one I got, I broke the shit out of. So, but we got the M25 on top there, thanks to Spring and several of you that is like, get it, it's good. But we got new flavor in there, and this is the Dark Star Laboratories, the Mountain Dew Slurpee.
Nice.
It's Mountain Dew. It's Slurpee. So it does have some cool to it, but it is Mountain Dew. Literally probably the only juice from Shy Tots, from Dark Star with Coulada, however Mike can pronounce it, Coulada. I've continued to vape on. It's actually really good. So if you can, grab some of that stuff. It's good stuff. And then brought out an old RTA or whatever you want, RDTA, whatever you want to call it. We got the Brunhild MTL RTA on the mix mod, and of course in there, since I'm doing MTL, what do I do with MTL? We do Cherry Bombed by Shy Tots. Amazing. What I'm calling a Luden's cough drop or Luden's throat lozenge. And last but not least, thanks to Mike motherfucking Green, he's trying to do some devious shit, and I don't think Barbie approves, and I kind of don't approve, but it's got me this box, which is the new Aspire, like the mix mod. It's now their box, which is going to be a nice little intro for other people other than just the Abyss to get into a burrow bridge style device here. Really kind of neat thing is there's your airflow right through the middle. It's kind of neat. Working really well. It does have the rebuildable in it. I did use the stock coil one for a little bit. Even Barbie liked that. But this is the Cubics. It's a separate purchase. It's like the vape shell from the .aios in those. And running some Victorian lemonade from Darkstar. Really killer lemonade. Didn't think I would like it. It's herbal lemonade, which is like gross. But of course Darkstar, we all know, killing lemonade. And it works really well. So... But that's what I got. What you got, Spring?
Short and sweet. I have a little disposable. It says energy drink. It's called Cane Vape, I think. But it tastes like Red Bull. It reminds me of my first vape juice, so I'm still on it. And then I got the BB with the Chiquita tip with some Mango Passion Pod Squad. Of course, from Shy Tots.
Hell yeah.
I am still stuck on the Mango Passion. I was going to rebuild the M25, but yeah, I got caught up, so I didn't get to tonight. But that's what I got. That's it. Short and sweet.
Let's see. The Barbie getting excited. Things are good. Finally got it back into some roller derby this past weekend. Oh, God. It was a great time, but I'll tell you what, here's one thing I didn't miss about roller derby, for anybody that knows, is the travel. Oh my God. It was only like a 6-hour round trip, like 3 hours there, 3 hours back, and of course the time we were doing derby, but so tired, and my body can't handle sitting in a car vehicle for that long anymore. Oh my God, it was sucked so bad. And it was only 6 hours. I remember when the derby was in big full swing. We were driving 6, 7, 8 hours one way. No problem, no issue, except for the occasional, ooh, I gotta pee. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna cramp and pass out, and I can't feel my lower half. Oh God, in like 3 hours. It was,
I drive a truck.
Yeah. Well, even a truck. Wouldn't matter.
I can't roll in and out of a car. Can't do it. Not anymore.
See, that's the nice thing is her SUV. I mean, it kind of rides, like, the seats and everything like a truck. That was probably my saving grace. If we would have taken my car, there's not enough room to do what I was doing, and hers was just like holding on. As soon as we were in a good straightaway, I'd be like, in my car. If I tried to do that, it would move the wheel, and we'd be all over the damn road. But yeah, it's like, but that was something I was going to tell you. We're saying we both had some weeks, but today was I just wanted to break something. Not going to get into full detail other than the fact that for years I've always been like to doctors, screw you don't know what you're talking about. We've covered this topic before. Today I got proven yet again doctors are fucking stupid, and I know more than they do. I'm just saying. I literally, everything I've been bitching about for like 6 weeks with the doctors and everything, they, in a nutshell, kind of came back with like, oh, everything seems cool, move along. And I'm like, no, I want you to look at this, because this is what I've told you it's been since the beginning. And they're like, oh yeah, we should look at that. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill your family. Oh my God. Yeah. Again, not getting into that one because I got heated even talking to Barbie about it today. I was pissed.
I'm on my third of these today.
Yeah.
Water.
Oh,
All I
God.
want today. I don't care about food. I just want water.
No shit.
It's crazy. Humidity, sun. Just that.
Oh, you two can just shut the hell up over there going, men are babies and sick, and shut up, both of you. Shut up. You know, we might be babies, but at least you could feel like love. Like, we'll sit there and snot on you going, oh, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for the blankie. You all, or excuse me, Spring's here, y'all turn into some mean motherfuckers. Like, you wonder why your boyfriend, husband, significant other doesn't really want to help you when you're sick? Videotape your ass. Can I get you anything? Fuck off, I'm sick. Okay, would you like some? Leave me alone, I'm tired. Oh.
Yeah, I disagree. My wife doesn't have problems. She takes good care of me when I'm sick, so I'm not an asshole.
Every woman I have dated, it's, you know, I've always had that picturesque that, you know, like, let's, you know, I'm sick, I want to be cuddly, I want to be loving, and just help me out. No, I'm not. I'm taking all weapons away from you. Anything that could be used as an improvised weapon, I'm taking away from you because I'm going to go in there all nice, sweet, wonder if you want some chicken soup, and you're going to try to stab me in the face. No.
Just sleep. Just let me sleep. Just like, that's all I want to do. Just let me sleep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And see, Whit, you are a wise man. Wise man.
Yeah.
Remember who birthed your children. I think Barbie might be able to handle anything. He is cruising for a bruising.
See, she's not been feeling well all week, and look at that. No, can you help me? I'm going to beat you. See, right there, just so hostile.
Well, see, moms don't have time to be sick. We have a reason to be pissy.
Okay, in your situation, sis, I see it. You have little children. I basically have a grown ass man. As a child, he basically, the only time we know he's alive is he'll come out of his room to eat something real quick, and that's about it. So she can't even use that. The only thing I guess I could say is she does have to take care of a big child all the time. So I kind of get it. Don't look at me like that, Spring. No. Stop it.
You said it. I didn't say it. You said it.
You didn't have to say anything. You're just sitting there going, You're like doing a Sammy Davis Jr.
It is what it is.
I haven't been pissy this week. Bullshit! Like the card game. I call bullshit. Haven't been pissy. It's like saying I haven't had fatty food this week. Bullshit.
And she's over there coughing like I'm fixing to throw something and hit you in the head. That was your warning. Her coughing.
See, I'm not talking to her, so she does. That just proves my point. She's pissy. I'm just talking loudly at random, and I'm gonna get shit thrown at me. Right there.
Parker says, "Oh, I won't lie. I turn into a little bitch when I get sick." There you go.
See, I'm kind of like 50-50. If I'm like sick with like cold, flu, stuff like that, oh yeah, I'm like, oh, why my nose? But if it's like pain, like the back pain or trying to cut my finger off or trying to cut my leg open, any of that kind of stuff, I'm like, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I got it. But it's different. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, it's like when they say women's pain tolerance is higher than men. Have you ever heard that?
Oh, and I'll agree for the majority of the time. Oh yeah, because I mean, have you ever seen a man try to pass a kidney stone and that thing's like the size of like a BB? I mean, imagine if that fucking kidney stone was the size of your kid's head. Yeah, no.
Hence
So, yeah.
why I didn't have children.
Yeah. I did try to sing Soft Kitty to you. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Sorry. Speaking of that, she finally finished a long ass series like I did a while ago. She finished Big Bang Theory finally.
Good deal.
Speaking of watching stuff, remember the stuff I text you? Huh?
Nope, I ain't watched it. I was just sitting here thinking we haven't watched hardly anything this week. This week's been hell. Just saying.
But I sent you that text like weeks ago.
It don't matter.
Damn it.
What? Oh shit. Viking, I'll be right back.
Okay.
We got a storm coming in and my lawnmower is in the yard. I cannot let
Get it
it
out.
wet.
Oh yeah. Go, go, go. Go, go. Singing Soft Kitty is terrifying. What? No, it wasn't like Soft Kitty, Pretty Kitty, I'm ripping your goddamn head off. That'd be terrifying. Come on. Jesus, Parker. I'm just telling you out there in chat, I don't do the alone on camera thing well, at least live. So you better start talking because spring is gone. Otherwise, I'm gonna stare at you quietly, softly, creepily. Oh, so much fun, man. So much fun is in. Have you seen Big Bang Theories too? Oh, there's the what's up? This is a Jerry Springer rerun. Throw a chair soon. No, because she'd be actually upset at like hitting the shelves behind me. No, me singing Soft Kitty is not terrifying. If I could growl, I'd do it in like metal growling. That'd be cool as hell. Soft Kitty, what kitty, little by fire. See, right there. Too many breakable items. Expensive breakable items. Yeah, you've seen the shows too? Yeah, it's. I didn't. I started watching it because when I'm at work, I really can't watch anything. So I suck at like watching anything at work. But I can hear. I keep my headset in, so I can hear stuff all day long. I got through that mostly just because it was a lot of dialogue. Didn't have to really watch it. And I got hooked on it. I did that with, of course, the whole Vikings show, and then I did it with Big Bang. And now I'm trying to find something else that I could just listen to. Somebody recommended, what was it? Parks and Rec. But I got like through like 2 episodes of that, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm watching bats outside.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Things too expensive to be just letting it get wet.
Oh, no shit.
I was gonna.
Profi! What's up?
What's up, Profi? Daughter. There's a little adapter that it comes with that you can hook up to the water deck to clean the deck off. But you gotta let it cool. So I was letting it cool off, and I was gonna go do that after I got done with the show. So, but
I can definitely tell it's
floater.
Definitely could tell it's a storm starting to roll through because you're breaking up pretty bad in there. But I got the gist of what you're saying. That's pretty cool. So it has basically a water hose cleaning attachment for the deck. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. To keep the blades and stuff cleaned off, the grass gunked up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I remember. Oh, good.
My buddy told me the next 10 days, like this whole weekend and all next week, it's supposed to rain.
Oh yeah.
So
we had a good stint of rain there for a bit, and we had forecasted for like supposed to be like 5 days of thunderstorms. So we've had one. It's like, what the hell? But
love you, sis.
Oh, see you, sis. Homework. But we used to have this little in the little town I grew up in. We used to have this guy, and he had this little shop. He had this like little, oh God, it almost looked like a tiny barn. But he also had like this concrete slab next to it, and he used to do like small mower repair. And he used to just keep them, tell you, small town, he would just keep people's shit out there. Nobody would touch it. But speaking of that, the whole keeping the blade, dirt free, but also the deck itself. I don't know how many times you'd see friggin' mowers turned upside down that he was working on, and most all of them, it was due to that stuff building up. And that stuff, of course, because it's kind of like sod. I mean, that was a building material, for Christ's sakes. Stuff basically would turn into concrete, and it would screw up your blade and throw it off balance and stuff. So like that little thing's cool.
I have a little air donut thing, compressed air or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll charge it up and blow the deck off for that reason.
Oh, nice.
You got to blow all that. Now, you can't, it's not good to wet it, obviously, because, your belts are right there.
Yeah.
But you take an air hose and blow it off, so that's what I do.
Oh, you're talking the top of the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, I was talking like underneath, how you were saying that, how it has that little hose attachment or whatever. Because, that's brilliant, because that shit would cake up after it'd been cut and basically mulch and shit turn into like concrete, essentially, all on the inside. And so when you go to turn on, if any of it was even close to that blade, it would go tink, tink, tink until it broke it off, and that's what screws them up. So that's a really cool idea that has just like the cleaner attachment.
Husqvarna. That's who did it. So, but yeah. Shit, that scared me.
Oh, yeah.
I went outside with no shoes.
I mean, most mowers aren't cheap anyway. So, but then when you get stuff like with that kind of name brand and probably a lot of features and stuff you have with it, it's like, that's the price of a used car, probably.
The scary part is that zero, because I got a zero turn, obviously. Because my granddaddy had given me one, and I'm spoiled. I'll just say it. I'm spoiled now. The seat's just better. Everything's better about it. And my legs, because the right one don't bend, so I can just sit them out. Well, I went looking the other day at just a regular ride mower. I went to Lowe's for something. I don't remember. Oh, because I was looking for a refrigerator.
Yeah.
And the ride mower sitting there at Lowe's was the same price that I paid for my zero turn.
Really?
And I'm like, wow. Are you serious right now? A couple of $100 difference, but it wasn't enough to buy that one over a zero.
Yeah. I mean, because that's usually
it's
what
crazy.
Makes those things super expensive. When you, at least when I remember I had a lawn to mow, if you wanted whatever it was, just as soon as the only difference between the two models was one was zero turn, one wasn't, you added like $1,200 just for that. So, yeah, that's nuts.
It was ridiculous. So
yeah,
I'll stick to mine.
Yeah. Luckily, I've never lived anywhere where I've needed something that big, like to get a zero turn or something like that. The only place I lived that had field/yard big enough for that was my grandmother's house. And of course, no, that was the shittiest riding lawnmower ever she had, and I mean, it would take easily like a day to two, just depending on how tall that shit was. So, but I mean, my first actual place I got, I had one of those. Jason was talking about it. One of those manual mowers, just the little spiral blade push ones. Because even with that, it took like 20 minutes. So it was like, all right, we're done.
Wow.
Which, I mean, if you make sure you maintain those things, it doesn't matter if it's 2 inches tall or like 8 inches tall. You just, as long as you're upkeeping those things and those blades are nice and sharp, just push it, it'll demolish anything.
See, if I lived in the city and had a small yard, that probably would be what I'd have. You know, but my yard, it's not it's not hilly, but it's not just a straight flat yard either. Like this side over here, you know, I mean, it comes down, you know, but there's flat part, and then it has a little hill, and then there's flat. And that's how, you know, but you got to look around. I got all the pine tree roots, other roots that I know where they're. That's why I don't want nobody mowing my yard, because they don't know where the roots are. They don't know where the fur babies are. They don't, you know, they don't know anything. So I hate for somebody else. I always, if I do get somebody to mow, I'm like, hey, okay, there's a big root here. There's this here. I tell them, hey, you want to be careful.
Yeah. See, that's where like my grandmother. Okay. The last one, what?
He hit the brick.
Oh, jeez.
The last one that mowed my yard, he hit the brick for the flower bed, and I was like, oh shit! Hey, there's brick there.
Sorry about that. I'll write you out a map next time. But yeah, it's kind of the way my grandmother's house was. So the house was here. She had her front yard. And then it was kind of divided up in two low front yards because the driveway and stuff. And but then the fields, what I call it, out back from the house and all off to the side, it all kind of had a gentle slope down because it ended in a creek. But then, like, because it was technically 4 lots. So, but almost right in the middle of the 2 lots, so in her not immediate backyard, but probably 50 yards, there was like this hill, and it went up for a little bit and it hilled back down, and then you had the back lots. After the hill, it kind of like domed back out again into a back dirt road or whatever, and that's why that one was a bitch, because only the basically square in front of her house was flat. Everything else had some kind of slope going on. I mean, one kind of hill thing, but it was just like I remember the first time my uncles weren't supervising me when I was trying to do the lawnmower, and it had rained, and I thought it was all dry because I did the front yard and everything was dry and fine. I got closer to the creek. Well, of course, it's like this, and they didn't want you to go up and down because that goes with the house instead of against it or whatever. So you go this way, because that's also when you meet up to the hill, you could stop, turn around, come back. And I started sliding, like, into the creek, like me and the damn riding lawnmower. I was like, and I just see him running. I'm like, what? And I look, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? Because it was still by the creek, so it was still wet enough that...
That's another thing with zero turns. If you have a real hilly yard, like if it's significant like that, you won't be able to use a zero turn.
Oh, really?
Because it'll do that. It'll just, yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Unless, no. So on some, like when I got out there yesterday, we thought that it was dry enough, but it wasn't. It was still wet on the under part.
Yeah.
So there's little track marks in the yard from where I turned. So
oops.
It is what it is. Whatever.
There we go.
Got it?
God damn. And then it's like YouTube keeps kicking it out. That's weird.
That's weird.
Okay, I think we're good.
Having an issue.
I think we're good now. Yeah, it shows we are at least. Wow. That's so weird.
Parker said,
yeah, I see in our preview it's showing that we're good. Huh. But yeah, no, that was weird. It was, I looked down and it said it wouldn't send any data packets, and then looked into YouTube and it basically said it wasn't accepting data. So that's why I was like, okay, it was the dipshit that fucking flagged us. And restarted everything, and it literally disconnected and connected like 12 times saying data is not being accepted, but now it's fine. So
weird. Oh no.
It was Parker fucking reporting us and shit because we're talking about hedge apples and shit. You know?
Have you ever run over walnuts?
No. Oh,
Those suck flying at your head.
Oh, really?
Those suck. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely suck.
Because they're about like this.
Yeah.
It's just like a golf ball coming to hit you in your head.
Now, I've seen them. I've seen them be ran over and stuff, like, but I've never personally done it, so. Because the walnuts that we usually get around here, they're always green, so they're about this big around, so they have that thick ass coating around them.
Yep. I agree with Stu though. Pine cones, those you gotta watch out. So,
Hey,
and I have pine trees
Cow.
in my driveway.
Hey, Sin Cow. Have you seen my stapler? Have you seen my stapler? It's a red stapler. I've had that red stapler forever. And last week, and somebody took my stapler.
That's right. It's Jose's fault. Always Jose's fault. Hashtag Jose's fault.
Damn it, Jose. Man. Just for that, I'm going to be an ignorant English-speaking American and say, damn you, Josie. God. Now we're going to get reported.
So
Now we're getting reported. That bastard called me Josie.
I had a guy. What was it?
No, you didn't. Stop lying. We know. I mean, what?
There was a gentleman that when I worked at Aaron's, he spelt his name. It was spelt like Jorge, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, my country ass, obviously, called him George.
Yeah.
And he said, "How did you know that was my name?" And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "It looks like George." And his name really was George.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call it. You know, that was his name. They just spelt it like Jorge.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Everybody calls me Jorge, but my name is really George." And I was like, "Well, it's because I'm a country ass and I don't know." He got so tickled out of that. It ended up being like a great customer. Like he'd come in and buy stuff from me all the time.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool.
See,
that when you said that.
Oh, no, and I agree. Every time I see it, it's spelled that way. I say Jorge. We actually had when I used to work for the parts store, Advanced Auto Parts, we had a manager at one of the other stores, and I always referred to him as Jorge. And then I finally met the guy when we had a store district manager meeting. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Jorge?" And he goes, "Dude, I've been forgetting to tell you, my name's George." I'm like, "Oh, my bad." It says Jorge, but okay. It's like I've never had anybody spell it that way and be actually named George. So it was like I was just like, "Whoa, okay." So it's funny that you got it right, because usually if you say George, in my understanding, you'd be like, "No, it's Jorge." Okay. But yeah, no. So I had the opposite of what you had.
Like Galito, he's always going to be gelato. My favorite Italian ice cream.
But that's just funny as shit, though.
That's the country. That is the country in me, right there. And I'm sure he's never going to let me live that down. I'm never going to live that down myself, because that was great.
That's awesome.
So yeah. You want to know how your country that's pronounced? Send it to me. I'll tell you.
I got knocked out by a pine cone. Holy shit! Oh, fuck that. No,
that's rough.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about those friggin' hedge apples, or whatever you want to call them, hedge balls. Those things, if you hit more than one, your blade's done. But also, we what is that thing even called? I don't even remember. As a kid, I used to climb on it. It had a, is it not a culvert? What, I don't know what it's called. But right by the creek was, it was this stone, or not stone. It was a like cement, looked like almost like a cone or like rounded pyramid, but it had a metal like sewer grate, not sewer grate, but manhole cover thing on top of it. I still don't even know to this day what it would be. It was, you know how like if you go down the street normally and you see the manhole cover, you pop it down and there's like a tunnel down there. Well, that's what this thing, we never opened it, but it was like an above ground version of one of those. Like I said, out in the sticks, who fucking knows what it really was. It could have been death shelter, I don't know. But it did. It had one of those big manhole covers on it. But that thing was solid, thick ass, like, concrete. And I had actually hit one of those with the mower because it was just buried enough that I couldn't see it. And the thump, this piece of freaking vegetation that hit the concrete, you swore somebody swung at that concrete thing with like an iron, like a crowbar or something. I could not imagine if someone actually got hit with one of those thrown by a mower. It's like, oh, no, not good. Not good. That was funny as hell. But not the pine cone. Not down yet.
I don't know what I was looking at. I'm just like, bleh. I'm sorry. I'm bleh. It's been
tired. You're tired.
I am.
I was about to say, you can hear it in your voice.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oh, yeah.
There was something else. Oh, a friend of mine requested me to do a TikTok last night, right?
Uh-huh.
So I did it. And apparently people are liking it. Kind of funny. So you'll have to go and look at the last one. I think it's the last one. No, it's the second, because I did one this morning. I always do a good morning one. So it's the second to the last one. You'll see it. I got my Sea Spring Fin hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just a friend said, hey, here, do this one. And I said, okay. So.
When did I see it? I just saw one yet. It might have been yesterday or the day before. Was it a big head? Did you have a big head filter?
I haven't done that one in a while.
Has that been a while? I thought it was.
But yeah. Yep. You might have just seen it, yeah. But I've got some more of those coming.
Oh yeah.
I've got some more in the gonna do.
Oh man. Okay. Speaking of TikToks, so I don't get into TikTok or whatever. Barbie sent me one the other day, and it actually got me a little bit down the TikTok rabbit hole a little bit, because I didn't know you can actually click on videos like hashtags or whatever, and I did it by accident, and I spent probably, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, which is like 13 minutes more than I ever spent on TikTok, ever, going down like the basically the Viking rabbit hole. What was kind of cool about it is there is a lady on there. What's her name? Christina Frozenberg, something like that. She's as far as I know, it's hard to tell what they're doing. Half the time it looks like they're doing ads for a beard care brand, but I know because of some of the locations that they're showing and the way they're dressed, I think she is either maybe an extra or a small cast of someone in the Viking spinoff that they're doing, which is Vikings Valhalla. And they're doing, some of them are doing goofy stuff or just kind of like looking around or whatever. But I just sat there and kept watching all the scenery and the views and stuff like that. So I kind of got down that rabbit hole just looking at their backgrounds and stuff. So, but only time I ever spent more than a couple minutes on TikTok.
the hashtag here, because hashtag TRV crew, we have 4,745 views on that hashtag alone.
Damn.
Yeah. And then you have the Be Nice, Be Kind is what I always put on mine. Because it'll tell you how many you got on there.
Oh, okay.
The Be Nice, Be Kind has 717.0K.
Jesus tits. Whew.
And my buddy that does it, hers is the Country La Dollar Bean. And hers is blown up, let me tell you, as well. Hang on. Let's see, 6.7 million.
Jesus. What's up, Georgia boy?
What's up, Georgia boy? But she's got one video on there. It's fantastic. It has 14.4K likes. And it's that one that you're sitting in the vehicle and you look at somebody and you're like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Do not turn that heated seat on if your food don't smell good. We ain't trying to have no fish fry up in here. And it is hilarious. Her facial expression was priceless.
Yeah.
And she
I've seen that one. Breaking up again, darn it.
What's up, Ricky Rod? How you doing?
Ricky Rod.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah, if you know, I need to start putting our TRV crew in all of them. I do. I've got so many that I put in there. The FYP, the For You page, the whatever's the popular one that week, because they change. So.
At work, Ricky. Thanks for stopping by at work, though, man. I was looking at his emotes, and I'm wondering if I shave and I spray tan, if I could like look like his emote. Just, I think I can pull it off. See, and that's the thing is I started watching some of the Viking ones or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, maybe I could do a couple more that deal with that kind of stuff. But then the bad thing is, Jesus, and I'm trying not to be self-deprecating about it, but then watching those guys and their stuff, it's like, man, I look like the little bitch mongrel Viking compared to some of those guys. I'm like, I know, I just I don't want to throw it out there because it's like people be like, what's this? Who's this? Or whatever. But some of those guys are pretty big mofos.
Oh, there's some, it's like I told you, we're not ever going to watch every TikTok there is.
Oh, hell no.
There's no way. There's too many people. Yeah. Like, you can only follow, what I have found is, like, as a creator, you can literally follow 10K people. You can't follow any more than 10,000. Which is, that just blew my mind.
I wondered about that because there's some of the like bigger people out there that they're at 10K and they've actually have put in there that can't take followers or something like that, and it's like, oh, is there a cap?
No,
but now you confirmed it.
No, you can have 1 million followers or 2 million followers. Like, somebody can follow you. 2 million people can follow you.
But they can't.
But I can't, as a creator, I can't follow any more than 10,000.
Yeah, that's what I meant is because I think there for a while, like a blue-eyed monster, she had it in her description or whatever, said something. I saw that she was following 10K, and it said something like cannot do any more follows or something like that. So
blue-eyed darkness.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you do that? It's like, why would you limit your creators like that?
I don't know, but I mean, I've literally seen creators go on there saying, look, it's nothing against you, but I'm being picky about who I follow.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean it's kind of like the big guys in vape reviewing too. They will reply to some of the comments and stuff on their videos. Like, I know you and I, we were really good about that. We'll comment on every single comment. But with those guys, yeah, you got to almost kind of be picky, or something that you think isn't just random banter / chatter. Or you can. It's real easy for them to ignore a lot of the hate trolls too. So they could be just like, here in about 2 more minutes, you're gonna get flooded by 300 other comments, and I won't see your shit again. So I totally get it.
yeah. I mean, I've got over 1,400 finally. I did
Nice.
break that point. I think I'm at 14. What am I at? Shit.
Shit.
Shit. 14, 13. That's where I'm at.
Nice.
So, Barbie just seen that one that I was talking about.
See, and I'm at 1126, which for not having really any content coming out, I gotta thank all 1126, because it still keeps growing one here or there without really any content, and that's saying something, because usually if you don't put out content, you die. So I'm hoping things will get settled.
I'll drop a few.
What's that?
But it's every time I put a video up, I drop.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
the way it is.
That's weird. And you know what? I think that's probably. I think that what that's going to be is, I think once I can start getting steady content up, I'll start seeing that again too. And I think what that does is, I think maybe it just triggers like a YouTube like bot or duplicate process. Like, you start uploading stuff and it'll look through or whatever. It'll basically catch the attention of the robo nanny and kick out like false ones or dead ones or whatever. I think that's what that is more than anything. So even though I'm at, what did I say, like 1126, if I can start getting content up regularly, it might actually dip down before it'll go back up. So that's the only thing I could think of, because I don't get why. I mean, especially with like us, if we upload a video of like the box mod, even if I tell you guys it's like complete crap, this and that, I seriously doubt we're gonna lose subscribers for that content, unless they're just so adamant, like, you don't talk shit about that mod, it's amazing. But I don't see that. I think it's just kind of a clean out process.
Who knows? They might not like your opinion on it. I mean, that's where you fall. If they don't like it, they don't like it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I can't force you to be like, you can't leave because you don't agree with me. No, that's BS. But if you left because you didn't like my opinion on something, cool, because that's better than what some do out there that are into this game really heavily, and they're just gonna feed you full of shit because they're getting paid for it. That's why I almost want to put a warning label like on every single video. It's like, look, this is subjective. Just because I say it's this doesn't mean that's the way it is. It's just the way I experienced it. So it's weird. We had a circle again for a second.
At the hour mark.
Yeah, and we just got a circle a second ago. What is YouTube doing? I swear to Christ, who reported us? We haven't seen Zero in forever. Zero's in the shadows reporting us. Dick.
But what you want to say?
So like usual, he was one I always. We still get the thumbs down, so it's somebody else. It's probably Spring. She's being a douche, an incognito douche. But I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out and watching. I know definitely with more vaccinations and a little looser COVID restrictions, it's more fun to be doing something else and sometimes listen to us banter about hedge apples and stuff like that. So if you want to hear more butt stuff, definitely type in the chat more butt stuff, and we'll make sure that happens. So because I know that could be more entertaining.
Yeah, actually,
but anyway, she's like, nope. But anyway, definitely want to give a shout out to Darkstar and Shy Tots and of course Ian B. Because they've all helped us through this journey for a very, very long time. Some a little more than others, because Mike gives me the reach around, Jane gives me sarcasm, and Ian B just was like good juice. So different things for the different companies. But yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to them, and shout out to each and every single one of you that came out tonight, and it's come out every night. Definitely don't forget, as soon as we end, if you want to jump in, probably for a little bit. I know I'm a little tired. Spring's a lot tired. We'll do our normal after Zoom show. If for some reason you don't know how to get into our Zoom, go into our Discord, and we have a whole little subject of how to get in there. So definitely get in there and come bullshit with us for even 5 minutes, wherever. Say hey. So, but yeah. So shout out to them. Thank you for all that, and also make sure to go on to Twitter and support our vape advocate generals like Grim Green, the Vaping Bogan, Sam, Matt from Suck My Mod, Phil, Dimitri, all those guys that are fighting every day for our rights to vape, and of course ADHD awareness, or as TRV fam says, hashtag beautiful not broken. Thank you so much for that hashtag. It's an amazing hashtag. And just so you know, in case you haven't heard this before for the 500th time, you're going to hear it for the 501 time. ADHD, it is a real disorder. It is not the thing that I grew up with that is fictional. You're just lazy, you're just stupid, you just can't pay attention, whatever. It's like I tell everybody, it is a real disorder. So please pay attention to all of our mental disorders like that. And just remember that even if you have that disorder or any other disorder, mentally, non-neurotypical disorders, your brain just works differently, and different can be beautiful. So, but yeah, I want to thank each and every one of you yet again for coming to Vape with a hedge apple chucking Viking and a spring. Check out my mower. It's glossy, gleamy, clean. See spring spin. And we'll catch you later. Spring!
You're not right.
I know.
Huge shout out to huge shout out to Darkstar, huge shout out to Dot Dot. And I seen some activity in Discord from the lovely Miss Shot Tots herself.
Yes.
And that was fantastic to hear from her. Because I know everybody's been super busy. But they love us, we love them. If you're outside the US, definitely hit them up. Heather, I need to get with her sometime, or anyway. So if in case she sees this as well. I'm off my game. I'm sorry, folks. Love you, each and every one of you. Yeah. Huge shout out to TRV crew. We thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Remember, be nice, be kind, smile all day, every day. And we'll see you next week.